Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Rhoda of Thought Express with Rhoda. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my
Here on Thought Express with Rhoda. So thank you so much for joining me today. Quickly, today's discussion is actually very debatable, and I really wish I could just have a round table discussion with 2 to 3 persons to discuss this. So I'm coming from the street of Twitter, and to every issue, to every story, there are always several sides. So I'll just summarize, try to give word for word the tweets, or maybe I'll try to just give word for word. If I cannot, I'll just summarize. So the tweet says children or sons are not supposed to be giving their mothers money. Children are not supposed to be paying for their parents' house rent. They're not supposed to be financially supporting their parents at the age of 25, or let me just say at the age of 24, 25, 26. I don't know, but 25. The person was particular about the age 25. At the age of 25, you're supposed to be working your way through your professional courses. You're supposed to be going on holidays. You're supposed to be improving yourself. You are supposed to be getting better at your job, at your career, and not paying your mother's house rent or taking her on holidays, what is and what's not. And someone responded to that tweet saying, many mothers sacrifice a lot for their children. Some of them gave up their careers to give their children the best. So if they've given their children the best, this blanket thought or this blanket tweet doesn't make sense. Do you guys understand? Like, someone tweeted and someone responded to the tweet. So let me just give a summary so that we can have a better understanding of what the discussion is about. The first tweeter said, at the age of, in your 20s, your early 20s, when you start working, you're not supposed to be particular about taking care of your parents. You're not supposed to be bothered about their welfare, their well-being, taking them on holidays, paying their house rent, or giving them money for whatsoever. You're supposed to be getting better at your job, taking up professional courses, going on holidays, vacations, and all that. And someone responded saying, excuse me, you mean a parent who was giving me all their all, sacrificed a lot of things for me at a tender age, as from childhood till adulthood, I shouldn't take care of them in whatever little form, whether I am 24, whether I'm 22, whether I'm 27, whether I'm 25, whatsoever age I am. So the person ended up saying it's a blanket thought, which means that it doesn't hold water. Like, you can't tell me not to take care of my parents. So guys, that is it. What are your thoughts on this? So to start with, they both have a point. I don't want to dispute the fact that there's a lot of sense in the tweet. So number one, let's break it down one after the other. Number one, in your early 20s, when you start working, you take up professional courses, you're going for trainings. If you have enough, you're going for holidays. You're going on holidays, you are getting better at your job. You are using your money to improve yourself, to improve your skill, and all that, which is very important. Then You know, in doing that, you do not need to care for your parents. You do not need to think about your parents, because I mean, you're trying to be better. Do you understand? You're trying to be better, and if you want to take up the responsibility of taking care of your parents, it might just be so bulky. Yeah. And on the other hand, someone is saying, I don't want to get jack. Like, I don't even want to understand your point of view. You cannot say that parents who have taken up the duty, responsibility to take care of you from cradle till this very moment, you now want to neglect them because you are taking up courses, you are trying to be better at your job, you are trying to this, you are trying to take, like, no way. Like, at least you should be able to take care of them, their welfare, well-being, buy them things, pay their house rent, take them on vacation, and all of that. So these things, they actually make sense. But I always like to find a balance between things. Now, when you're saying, okay, paying rent might be overboard, but then paying rent should be relative to your pockets. You cannot tell me what to use my money for. Do you understand? You cannot tell me what to use my money for. If I decide to use my money to take care of my parents at the start of my career or my working days, like, you cannot tell me what to use my money to do. If I decide to pay my parents' house rent, or take them on vacation, or buy clothes for them, take them shopping, and all, you can't tell me what to do. I know that I need to take professional courses. I also know that I need to improve on my skills. I also know that I need to go on trainings. But you cannot be telling me to focus on that and then leave my parents to be living in, I don't know, shambles, depending on the individual's background. Do you understand? And the other person is saying, and there's another point that is saying, what are you talking about? These are your parents. Even if you are earning 10,000 naira, you should be able to give your parents at least 20% of 10,000 naira. Because to start with, if you do not take care of your parents when you are earning little, there is no how you'll be able to take care of them when you are earning so much. Just a lot of people say, oh, the money is not even enough. The money is not even enough for me. The money will never be enough. Like, money is never enough, guys. Money is never enough. If I have 2 million naira today, I will still say it's not enough, because our wants are endless. And that's why I always try as much as possible to tell people to differentiate between needs and wants. There are needs and there are wants. Oh, I want a shoe doesn't necessarily mean that I need that shoe. I want a shoe doesn't necessarily mean that I need that shoe. I have several other shoes that I can wear. If I don't buy that shoe, nothing will happen. I won't walk barefooted. Do you understand? So there are needs and there are wants. So if you're saying, the money is not even enough, so how can I even take care of my parents with the money that is not enough? I feel like if you do not take care of them even when you have little, you might not be able to take care of them when you have a lot. You might not be able to take care of them when you have a lot. So, like I said earlier, you need to find a balance. Strike a balance between things. You cannot just say, oh, I'm taking courses, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Then your parents are living in shambles. You might not be able to take up all your responsibility. Maybe that's why I said the responsibility, taking care of your parents' welfare, is relative to your pockets. If what your pockets can carry is, okay, their clothing, go get some clothes, some shoes, yeah, it's fine. If your pocket is saying, oh, mommy, I'm paying the house rent for this year and the next year, 2 years house rent. Oh, mommy, it's airtime that I have to give you. I just sent you 2k airtime. Oh, daddy, this, I'm fueling your car for this month. It is something. So when we say taking care of your parents, it doesn't necessarily mean spending all of your money. Maybe you're earning like 10k, doesn't necessarily mean giving them all the 10k. Mind you, there's a culture of giving your parents your first earning, all of your first earning. I don't know if it's still relevant in today's society, but I know there's been a culture, or there was there was a culture of, you know, giving your parents your first earning, you know, some time back. I'm not sure it's still relevant. Anyways, so because what my parents taught me is not give us all your first earning. My parents will say, take it to the church. All your first earning, take it to the church. You know, like the moment you make money from something you did, from a work that you did, is to the church. That's my parents. So their own is not being all your first earning to us. So I don't know if it's still relevant. I don't know if there are still parents that are still demand for that. So I'm not saying you should give them all of that. If you're earning like 100k or 150, I'm not saying you should give them all 150, but at least you should be able to cut out 20k. If you give your parents 20,000 naira, mom, dad, this is what I can afford. When you're earning 1 million, giving them 200,000 naira will be nothing. But the moment you're telling me that the money is not even enough, I want to go and take up courses, well, you can, but just try to find the balance on all sides. You can't neglect your parents, and you can't neglect your personal development too. And that's why I said both tweeters, they are correct, or both sweeps, they are correct. But then you cannot neglect anyone, especially your parents. You cannot. And I know that there are some parents out there that would even say, oh, don't worry. Like some parents will actually tell you, don't worry, I don't want it, use it for yourself. We have parents like that, like my parents. They'll say, and then you say, Pussy, don't do this now. My mom will say, oh, don't worry, you're coming to take care of me. I hope she sees this. My mom will be boasting that I will take care of her. You know, so there are parents like that. Some parents that they don't want it, they just want it to be better. They know these things because they were once like you. So they want it to be better. Our parents want us to be better. If you say, oh mommy, I want to take up this course, I want to do this, they will allow you. But we have different parents, so you need to know your parents. So if you know that your parents need that money, if you know that they need that thing which you have, I feel like you should consider them. If you are really in need of that, I feel like you should consider them. But if it's something that, you know, they are capable of doing on their own, they are well to do, like some other parents, you know, they would it's not anything. But I try to personally force it on their neck. I try to personally force, so that when I get to that level, you know, it will be nothing. Oh mommy, I just credited your account to 1.5 million. You know what I'm saying? So whether she needs it or she doesn't need it, I've given it to her. Do you understand? So I know that nobody can, I said that earlier, nobody can, you know, tell you what to use your money to do. So if you want to improve yourself, take professional courses, go on trainings, go on vacations, and let your parents alone. Oh, it's fine. If you want to do both, it's fine. If you want to take care of your parents and, you know, let your personal development be on hold, it's fine. But just try to find the balance, and never forget your parents. It is very important. You need to know the kind of parents you have. If you feel like your parents can, you know, can sustain themselves, they have the money, they're still working, there's no pressure to say, oh, are you not working? Give me the money. Or it's not your mates that are taking their parents on vacation. What's wrong with you? If your parents are not those kind of parents, it doesn't mean that you should now, you know, neglect them. Try to give them something. You don't even have to tell them. The moment I found out that my parents are always trying to say, guy, force it on them. Mommy, did you see that? Pussy, you know, I don't want to hear. I don't even know if they're going to use it, or if it's the money is still going, whether the money is even still going to come back, because in most cases the money still comes back to me. But I don't care. You know, I've done it, and there's always this, inner satisfaction that comes within. After all, we know that our parents, especially our mothers, they are owing us a lot of money. All the money that visitors always give us, all the money that our uncles and aunties used to give us back then when we were still, kids, they never give it back to us. But they are our parents. There's nothing we can do about that. So try to find a balance, guys. So tell me what you think. So I'm saying try to find a balance, because I cannot tell you how to spend your money. Try to find a balance. But if you feel like which one is balance? Why will I neglect my parents? Why will I not develop myself or my work? It's not the work that is giving me the pay. My parents should stay. When I start earning 10 million naira, I would start catering for them. Let me hear from you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button. I forgot to say that earlier. Like, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you even doing? Like, what are you even waiting for? Yeah, what are you waiting for? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I am Rhoda of Third Express Rhoda, and I'll see you some other time. Bye, guys.